just a minute. Hi, Renee. I'm trying out my new camera technology today, so I hope it works well for what we're doing. I hope it's a little clearer, a little brighter. All right. So if you have a block at home today, I highly recommend having it close by. I am planning to do a class that is going to be doing a lot of twists, hoping to build up to a side crow today, and then show you how to transition that side crow into a fallen angel. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry, I'll walk you through it. And if you want to learn more about that transition, we have a great tutorial available on the YogaZo YouTube site, and we're also going to be making that available to members. So if you're interested in one of our membership options, please go to the YogaZo website, see all of those different options we have. I think we're starting everything at like $12 and up, so you can kind of choose what's going to work best for you. I did provide a recommended playlist in the message over there, so if you would like to pull that up or listen to whatever you'd like, feel free. I'm just going to make sure that we're ready to go, and then we'll tell you when we're getting started. All right. So go ahead and hit play on your playlist if you're interested in following along. We'll start at the top of our mats. We're actually going to start in a standing position today. So bring the big toes together, the heels slightly apart. Start to relax the shoulders, close the eyes. Take your hands down by your sides, right next to the hips, the thighs. Start to spread the toes out, wiggling those toes, making some space. Maybe with our eyes closed, we can play with a little bit of balance by coming up onto the toes and then rocking back to the heels. Keep moving through that. Play with that balance, it's okay. If we start to go to the side, have some fun with this. All right, and let's get grounded again. Pressing the feet firmly into the ground. The toes are spread out wide. Let's turn our palms towards the top of the mat. Dropping our shoulders. Big inhale, grow a little bit taller here, reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Big exhale, let go of your day. Keep breathing. Start to quiet the mind a little bit. It's probably got a lot of chatter if you've had a busy week like I have. Start to tune into your practice. Start to tune into the body and the breath. All right. We're going to take our butt and just stick it out just a little bit. Yeah, we're getting crazy already, I know. And then from here, I want you to then tuck the tailbone under, all right? And so what we're doing here is I want you to start to engage the lower belly. Maybe even bring your hands to the belly to really feel it start to turn on here. And as we go through a lot of our motions, our movements, our asanas today, it's really important that we remember that lower belly, that we're using that core in everything that we do today. If we're starting to feel it in the hip flexors, we probably need to change our position a little bit so we're feeling it here. So let's try that again one more time to make sure that we really feel it. So stick the butt out, let's get crazy. And then tuck the tailbone under, go tall, come up to that standing position and see if you can get that feeling almost like a seat belt that's just like a little bit too tight across the belly. Cool. All right, coming back to that standing position, drop the shoulders, grow tall with a big inhale. Let it go, big audible exhale. Awesome. Inhale, arms up overhead, reach high for the ceiling. Big inhale here, look up at your hands, bring them to prayer. And exhale. Inhale, keep looking up at your hands. This time, start to draw the fingers towards the back of the mat. Opening up a little bit here, keep looking up at your hands. It's just a little micro back bend, nothing too crazy yet. Awesome, exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. I'm gonna turn to face you for the next part. Inhale, bring those hands back up overhead. We're gonna take our right wrist and grab that left wrist. Cool, all right. Now take that left, or what do we think? All right, left foot behind the right foot. Inhale, reach up for the sky, and then start to bring the body over to the right side. As we do this, I want you to pull the left hip forward and then pull the left elbow back. Look up to the sky, look up, look up, look up. Keep reaching, feeling that good side body stretch here. All right, on your next inhale, come back up to standing, and we'll switch that out. So take the right foot behind the left. Let's trade out the wrists. Left hand is gonna grab for the right wrist, and then big inhale, reach, reach, reach for the sky. And then start to come over towards the left side, pulling that right hip forward and that right elbow back. And then start to turn your gaze up, up, up. When I say reach for the sky, does anyone else picture Toy Story? I guess just me. Okay, cool. I'm still gonna tell you my dad jokes, guys. Inhale, bring your hands up, up, up. Exhale, hands down, and let's unwind the legs. I'm gonna point back towards the top of my mat here, bringing my big toes together, my heels slightly apart. Inhale, arms up overhead, and then exhale, forward fold. We're gonna let gravity do the work here for us, so feel free to maybe just grab for opposite elbows. Relax through the neck. And let gravity start to pull you down towards the earth, straightening through the legs. Maybe starting to rock a little bit from side to side. If you've been sitting at a card table or some makeshift desk during this time, you probably feel pretty tight in those hamstrings. So find whatever movement is going to feel good for you here. Now, maybe the fingertips can come down to the ground from here, and I want you to walk them over towards the right side. If you have a block available, if this is tough, feel free to use that block to help you go a little bit deeper in that twist. Dropping the head down towards the ground. Checking in with those hips, seeing if we can pull that right hip forward, left hip back. And then let's walk our hands back to center. And then over to the other side. Checking with those hips. On this side, we want the left hip forward, right hip back. Relax through the neck. Come back to center. Hands come planted down to the ground. And we can step or walk back to a plank. Let's stroke our knees here and come to a tabletop. So I'd like to do a few wrist exercises with you guys before we get going. I'll turn back this way so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see me. So let's bring our hips over our feet, and then we're going to just go ahead and shake out our wrists for a second. Again, if you've been doing some crazy computer work at a makeshift desk, our wrists are probably pretty angry with us. Let's make some wrist circles. And then maybe to the other side, change the rotation, maybe make some figure eights. All right, let's take our right hand, we're gonna spin the fingertips down to the ground. So we're using that pinky and spinning down. All right, we're gonna take our left hand, we're gonna pull the fingertips ever so slightly towards the body. Start to play with this tension a little bit. If we're feeling anything nervy, anything angry, anything painful, we want to back off from it, right? But we might start to feel, oh man, that feels pretty good. Holding here for a couple breaths. Start to close the eyes, really tune in here. Feeling what's going on in the body. And we'll release the hand, shake out those wrists, and we got another side. Left hand goes up, fingertips towards the ceiling, and then spin the pinky down, down, down towards the ground. Awesome. Right hand is going to grab for those fingertips, pull them towards the body. Close the eyes. Feel the stretch, embrace it here. Maybe go a little bit deeper, or back off if you have any pain, your choice. All right, shake out those wrists. Come back to a tabletop position. So what we'd like to do here is take our fingertips out in front of us. I'll switch directions this time. It might be easier to see me from this direction. All right, so we have our shoulders over our wrists, like we're in a plank, right? What we're going to do now is come up onto the fingertips. And I want you to raise the thumbs away from the ground. All right, so the knuckles are starting to lift away from the ground. We're up, up, up high on those fingertips. And then bring them down, but don't drop the thumbs. Keep the thumbs lifted, 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 lifted. Lift the fingertips back up. You see where we're going with this. Drop, keep the thumbs up, up, up. All right, keep moving through this a little faster. Keep pulsing. I bet your hands, I bet they're on fire. It's good. We're building some heat in those hands. We're building some strength in those hands. A few more compressions here. Keep the thumbs away from the mat. You've got this. All right. Shake out those hands. What just happened, right? That one's a good one. Okay, a couple more wrist stretches here. We're going to turn our fingertips out towards the sides of the mat. And I want you to then start to shift the body from the left to the right. Maybe going a little bit deeper. Maybe starting to make some circles with the body. And then switching directions. Come back to center, and we're going to take our fingertips and point them towards our knees. Again, if this is too much, back out of it. If you feel anything nervy, anything angry, anything upset, find your sweet spot. Listen to your body. And let's go ahead, walk the fingertips back towards the front of the mat. I want to also get in a good neck stretch here. So we'll bring our hips back over our heels in a little bit of a hero's pose. And I want you to take your right hand up, up, up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to take the fingertips over towards the left ear. Take the left fingertips down to the ground. And then start to pull over toward the head towards the right shoulder. Maybe starting to move the head a little bit, finding that sweet spot. If you're looking for a little bit more, you can also bring the left hand up, 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 parallel to the ground. Maybe bringing the fingertips up. Oh, there it is. Couple breaths. Maybe move the head around just a little bit more. Tune in with the body. All right, and we'll drop the left fingertips down to the ground. Right fingertips come down to the ground. Let's set up for the other side. Left arm reaches up high, comes up over towards the right ear, dropping the head towards the left shoulder. Maybe the right fingertips stay down, or maybe that arm comes up parallel, and then the fingertips go up towards the ceiling. Start to move the head around a little bit. And let's release that. Right fingertips down, left fingertips down. Maybe a couple of neck circles. And then switch directions. All right. Meet me at the top of your mat. I think we're ready to start doing some flow here. All right, so we're going to plant our hands back into the ground. Let's step our feet back into a plank and then lift up into a down dog. Hips go up and back, ears come to the biceps. Our heels are reaching for the ground. If our heels don't touch, no worries. Find that stretch here. Let the heart melt down to the ground. Maybe start walking it out. All right, come up high on the toes. We're lifting the heels away from the ground and then bending through the knees. Look up at your hands. I want you to bring the chest towards the top of the mat. So we're bringing our shoulders over our wrists. Bear pose, and then we're going to start to press it back. Lift the hips up to the sky. We're staying up high on those toes, guys. Roll it forward. Shoulders over wrists. Press it back. Bending through the knees. One more time. Lift the hips up, up, up. Shift it forward. Press it back. Keep looking up at your hands. This time I want you to step or jump to the top of your mat. Your choice. Straighten through the legs. Inhale. Bring the hands back, back, back by the hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, hands overhead, reach, reach, reach. Awesome. Exhale, find a little bit of bend through the knees. Sweep the hands back. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Reach forward, reach, 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 reach. Arms are parallel with the ground. And then big exhale, let's go back to that forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. We step or we jump to the back of our mats. Bending through the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up to your up dog or your cobra. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Let's go through that again. Let's come up high on the toes, bend through the knees. Look up at your hands. Step or jump to the top of your mat. All right, straighten through the legs. Inhale, hands sweep back. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, bend through the knees. Sweep the hands back. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Arms go forward. Exhale, hands to mat. Step or jump back. Plank. Chaturanga, rise up dog, cobra, press back, down dog. Walk out your dog a little bit. Connect with that breath. And because I love you guys so much, we're going to drop our knees down to the ground. We're going to spin our feet out to the side, bringing our hips down to the ground. Fancy yoga transition. Oh my goodness, we found ourselves on our butts. And guess what that means? Because I love you, it's time for some core. All right, so let's come up to our boat pose. We're gonna lift our right leg and lift our left leg. If you want some stability, feel free to keep your hands down on the ground. Maybe even the toes come down to the ground. And if you want that challenge, legs are parallel, or maybe even straight. Your choice. Whatever you do though, I want you to remember that feeling of that seatbelt that's just like a little bit too tight here across the belly. Find that sweet spot. We might need to move up and down a little bit just to really find it before we lift the legs up. Feel free to play. All right, maybe our hands are at our sides, maybe they're down at the ground. No worries, totally cool. I want you to bring the right toes up and then down, and then the left, and then down, and right, and down, and left, and down, right, and down, left, and down. And roll all the way down to the mat. Take a quick break. Awesome. But we're not done yet. So let's take our legs up to the sky. Cool. All right. I want want you to feel the energy coming out of the heels as we really extend through the legs here. Reach, 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 reach up through the heels. Cool. Now I want you to bring your hands up towards the ceiling. Big inhale here, and then on our next exhale, we're going to lift, lift, lift the chest up, up, up. Hands are coming closer to the feet. Yes, yes, yes. And then we're going to start to lift the hips up to the sky, roll up to our boat. Let's keep going through this. All right, so bring the toes down to the ground, roll all the way down. Awesome. Lift the legs up to the sky. Big inhale, hands go high. Exhale, lift the shoulders away from the mat. Cool. Lift the hips, rock it forward. Boat. Awesome. Toes go down, roll it back. We're going to keep moving through this. Legs go high, arms go up. Inhale. Exhale, lift, 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 lift up. Lift the hips, rock it up. Boat. Toes go down, roll it back. Keep moving, we're not done yet. Toes go high, arms go high. Inhale. Exhale, lift the shoulders, lift the hips, rock it up. Boat. One more time. I know you got this, guys. We're not done yet. Legs go high. Arms go high. Lift, 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 lift up. Rock it forward. Boat. Toes go down. Roll down to the mat. Take a break. Whew, that was a lot. But we need a little bit more core, guys, and I know you have it in you. Don't worry. Right leg is going to go high. We're going to bring our hands up, 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 up towards that right ankle. Left leg is going to extend and just float away from the ground. Yep, cool. And then I want you to switch out those legs. And switch. And switch. And switch. And we need to start getting into some of our twists here. So if you would like to add on to this, let's hold our right leg high and we'll find our mudra here. So we're going to point our fingers up, up, up towards the sky. And then exhale, we're going to take the left elbow across the right thigh. Yeah, there's that twist, there's that core. All right, big inhale, come back up, switch out the legs. Exhale, cross the right elbow across the left thigh, lift up, get those shoulders away from the mat. Inhale, hands go high, switch the legs, exhale, cross. Inhale, switch it out, exhale. Inhale, last time on the right. And then on the left. Squeeze those knees in. Maybe moving them from left to right in some circles and then switch out to the other side. Whew, lots of core today. Cool. All right, we're going to take our hands behind our thighs. Lift the legs up, come up to that boat. Go ahead, cross the ankles, take the hands to the mat. Look at that fancy transition again. Here we are in our tabletop. And we're going to lift the hips away from the ground, finding a down dog. All right, right leg is going to lift, lift, lift up to the sky. Big inhale here. As we move through this, I want you to check in with your toes. Are they pointed down to the mat or out to the side? We want you to turn them down towards the mat. And then find that little tuck in that tailbone that we were talking about. You can even find the core engagement here, guys. All right. Big inhale, lift up one more time. And then exhale, I want you to step that right foot towards your thumb. All right. We're setting up for a lunge here. So that back heel is over the toes. Pressing firmly into this right foot. Big inhale, come up to a lunge. I want you to have your hands in prayer. I want you to look up. Keep looking back. All right, cool. Now I want you to start to find a little bit of a karate chop here. So we're going to take our hands across the right side. Maybe saying if we can get that tricep to cross over the thigh. If it's available to you, you can also go for that twist here. Hold for just another second. Okay. Inhale, raise up. And I want you to step the left foot to meet the right. Knees are bent. Shifting the weight into the heels. Hands are up high overhead. We're going to set up for another twist here. Big exhale. Bring your hands down to heart center, but keep going. Going into your twisted chair. If this is too much, feel free to play around with that karate chop. And as we work on our chair, I want you to think about a couple things. See if you can get the stack to happen, where our right elbow is trying to be over our left. Our hands are by our heart. We drop our left ear towards our left shoulder and then start to turn our head up towards the ceiling. And then check in with those hips. Right hip. Can it come a little bit more forward? Give it a try. All right. Turn your gaze down towards the ground. Hands come down. Step the left foot back. Tuck the toes. Drop the knee. Inhale. Arms up. Underneath. One more twist. Exhale. Left elbow comes down. Look out over that right shoulder. Holding here, a couple breaths. You've got this. All right, coming back to center, we'll drop our hands on the inside of that right foot for a quick little lizard pose, but don't get too comfy. We're going to take that right foot back to meet the left. See how I did that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, walk your hands back for a little bit of a child's pose. And then inhale, I want you to lift the hands high. Exhale, come down. Keep the hips away from the heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. I want you to drive your chest forward, slide it on the mat, moving into your cobra. And then press it back, tuck those toes, down dog. Let's try this on the other side. Inhale, left foot goes high. Check in here. Toes are pointed down, core is engaged. Look up at your hands. Big exhale, step it by the left thumb, setting up for your lunge. All right, inhale, look up. Exhale, let's go for a little bit of a twist here. Again, karate chop is always an option. All right, inhale, hands go up overhead. Step the right foot forward, chair. Shifting the weight into our heels. Inhale, reach up for just a second, and then exhale, we're going to go to the twist on the other side, twisted chair. Look up over that left elbow, see if you can get the elbows to stack. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder, and then look up. All right. Let's come out of that twist. Hands come down to the mat. We're going to step the right foot back. Drop the knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale. Arms go high underneath. Look up, look up. Exhale. I want you to find that twist. So we're going to take the right elbow over that left thigh and look behind us. So many twists today, guys, I know. Reconnect with the breath here. And let's bring our hands down to the mat, coming back to center. Walk them to the inside of that leg. And then step that left foot back to meet the right. Knees are wide, toes are touching. Don't get too comfy. Inhale, arms go high. This time, exhale, sweep the hands back. Keep the hips lifted away from the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, up. Exhale. exhale, hands come down to the mat. Drive the chest forward towards your cobra. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. All right. I think we're ready for the fun part of our flow, guys. Let's find our down dog, settle in for just a second, maybe shake the hips. Take a moment, maybe come down to that child's pose. This is a good time to maybe get a sip of water before we really start our flow, before things really start to heat up. And when you're ready, meet me in your down dog. All right, inhale, take the right leg high. Exhale, look at your hands and step the foot by the right thumb, setting up for your lunge. Inhale, rise up to that crescent. All right, exhale, left hand's gonna go down, right hand's gonna go high, high, high. And I want you to check in with your shoulder here, your right shoulder. Often we see people starting to turn their shoulder forward. I want you to pull that shoulder back. Reach, reach, reach up here. Make sure that we're not straining too much through that shoulder. All right, this is where the fun's gonna happen. I want you to press into this right foot really firmly. Use that core. Lift yourself up into a twist. What just happened? Yeah, play with that balance, it's cool. All right, take this back hand, make a big circle with it towards the front, sweep it back. Give me 2 more. 1 more. And we're gonna hold this time. I want you to find some pulses here with that back hand. Turn your gaze towards the back and pulse. Elizabeth, what's happening? We're gonna get through this, I promise. All right, cool. Now I want you to take the left hand back down to the mat. Right hand goes high. Yeah. And we're gonna spin the back foot down, coming onto the knife's edge of that foot. We're setting up for a side plank. Now you have all the options here. Keep reaching up through that right arm. And you can choose to have the top leg out in front of you. Maybe it's out in front of the other foot. Maybe it's here, or maybe it's here. Your choice. But we're gonna do some hip dips. So I want you to lift the hips and pulse. Maybe our foot's here, giving us a little bit more balance. Play around with it. Cool. And then take that arm, reach, reach, reach towards the top of the mat. Find a little bit more extension. Awesome. Right hand comes down to the mat, spinning onto the left toes. Right foot goes back. If we are in that modified side plank, chaturanga. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, press it back down, dog. Let's try this on the other side. Take a couple of breaths, release here. And then left leg goes high, big inhale. Exhale, step it through to the left thumb. Inhale, rise up. All right, exhale, right hand's gonna go down, left arm's gonna go high. Check in with that shoulder, make sure it's not pulling forward. Make sure that we're not straining it too much, and then feel the lift through that top hand. Look up, look up, look up. Awesome, okay. Now, this is where that core comes into play. Press into that left foot, and on your next inhale, rise up to your twist. Ooh, awesome. Now we're gonna go through by taking that left arm forward and sweep it back for 3, 2, 1. Holding here into that twist, look at that back hand and find those pulses with that back hand. Keep pulsing. Keep bending through that front leg. You've got this, guys. So proud of you. All right, take the right hand down to the ground. Left arm goes high. 1 more time. to that side plank. And I'm going to turn around and face you because I think that's just going to be easier, but you know where we're going. Okay. Spinning down onto the edge of that foot. Options are we can take the left leg over for that stability. Maybe extend it in front. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Your choice. And we're going to take our left hand up high. All right, let's go through those hip dips. Little lifts. Keep lifting the hips up high. No one's watching you. I can't see you. Big smile on your faces, guys, right? Okay. And let's take our left arm, extend it towards the top of our mat. Reach, reach, reach. Side body extension. And then take the left arm down to the ground. Spin up on the back toes. Step it back, plank. Big exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, let's press it back, down dog. All right, we're gonna add on to that because I promised you guys we're gonna work on some side crow today, right? So let's take that right leg high. Exhale, bring the right knee across the body to the left elbow. Come back up. Exhale, twist, connect. Inhale up. Exhale, connect. Inhale up. Exhale, step the right foot by the right thumb. Lunge. Inhale, rise up to your crescent. Cool. Exhale, left arm's gonna go down, right arm's gonna go up. And then inhale, lift up to your twist. Yeah. Find those big 3 circles here. Hold. We don't need to pulse this time, but look at your back hand. And then left hand's gonna go down, right arm's gonna go up. And come over to your side plank. All of the options. This time we're not gonna go through those pulses, but I do want you to find that big reach towards the top of your mat. Right arm to right ear. Awesome. Right arm's gonna come down. Flip back onto the toes. Plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down dog. One more on this side, and we're gonna play. Inhale, arms up or left leg up. Exhale. We're gonna cross across the body, knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, up. Exhale, connect. Last time up. Step it through to your thumb. Rise up. Woo! Exhale, right arm down, left arm high. All right. Inhale, come up to your twist. All right, big circles here. Reach it under, forward, top and back. One more, and then hold. Getting a little deeper in that twist. Right arm's gonna come down to the mat. Find that side plank, your choice. Awesome, and then extend the left arm towards the left ear. Lift the hips. Left arm comes down. Chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Down dog. Woo! Drop down to the knees. Take a little bit of a breather here. Little child's pose. You guys deserve it. Whew. I'm out of breath. That's tough. Reconnect with the breath here. Close the eyes maybe for just a moment. Good news, you know where we're going. Bad news, we're gonna do it one more time. This time we're gonna add side crow into it, all right? If you have a block nearby, I really encourage you to maybe have it towards the top of the mat. All right, when you're ready, meet me in down dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, connect, left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, up. Step it to the right thumb. Rise up. All right, exhale, left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, find that twist. Lift up. Big circles here. One more. Right arm reaches back. A little deeper in the twist. Look at that back hand. And then left arm's gonna go down, right arm's gonna go high. Find that side lunge. Lift the hips here. Reach through that top hand. Look up, look up. Right hand's gonna come down to the ground. This time, no chaturanga yet, guys. Jump it forward. Or maybe step, your choice. All right, we're setting up here for a little bit of a toe stand. So we're gonna come up high on the toes, squeezing the ankles, the knees, the thighs, everything together. You can play with some balance here. Maybe keep lifting those hips away from the ground, away from the heels. Awesome. Bring the hands down to the ground. Walk them over to the right side. And we might be ready to play with our side crow. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a tutorial available on the YouTube site, and we'll be making that available to our members for a while. So if this is a little frustrating or you just want to keep working on it, that tutorial is available to you. But I'll just kind of walk you quickly through this. But I just want you to know there's an option where we break this down. So for our side crow, facing you this way, so it's a little bit easier. You want to have your block available, and we're going to take that left arm, extend it in front of us, and then see if we can get the elbow to cross the thigh. So the tricep is on the thigh. Now I want you to lift your hips up high, coming up high on the toes, squeezing the knees, squeezing the thighs together. And you have a couple options. Level 1 yogis are going to have their hands at parallel. And then level 2 yogis, I'm going to challenge you to take it to the diagonal and keep your hip off your right arm. Give it a try, see what happens. You have a block here to play with, so no worries. And if you don't have a block, grab a pillow, grab your cat, I don't know, grab something, and see if maybe you can play. All right. Now, if you're interested in that fallen angel transition and you feel pretty comfortable in your crow, I'm going to show you where to go next. So level 1 yogis, hands are at parallel. Level 2, hands are at diagonal. So essentially, fallen angel, we're going to rest our temple onto the ground. We're going to have our gaze forward. We're going to lift our legs. So I'll show you first, and then you can give it a try. So we're going to lift up into that side crow. Look at our knees, drop our temple down to the ground. This is really fun teaching like this, by the way. And then we're going to lift our left leg up, up, up towards the ceiling, really strong here, and then turn the right toes up. And then bring everything back down. Give it a try. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to kind of play with that. One of the things I really love about Fallen Angel is it's not a terribly difficult asana once you figure it out. Even if you're not super confident in your side crow, you can still play with it because you have your chaturanga arms and your head on the ground. So you can't really fall anywhere, even backwards or forwards, but it's not a big fall. So it's definitely something fun to play with. All right. Let's meet back at the top of the mat. We'll flow through the left side and we'll try it over there. So meet me in your down dog. Walk out your dog a little bit. All right, left leg goes high, big inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to the opposite elbow, connect. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, up. Exhale, step it through. Place it next to the left thumb. And then rise up. Right arm goes down, left arm goes high. Check in with that shoulder, guys. And then big inhale, rise up into that twist. Yes, awesome. Cool. And then start to find those big arm circles. Give me 3. Give me 2. Give me 1, and then hold. Look at that back hand. A little bit deeper in the twist. Right arm's gonna go down to the ground. Left arm high. And then find that side plank. Give me a little bit of a reach towards the top of the mat. And then left arm's gonna come down. Finding ourselves in a plank. Step or walk forward. Set up for your toe stand. Toes together, ankles together, knees, thighs, everything squeezing here. Lift the hips away from the heels. All right. So, play with your balance for just a moment. Maybe see if you can bring your hands away from the ground. I don't know what my hair is doing, but I'm sure it looks great. And then bring your hands down to the ground. Maybe find your block friend. I'm going to come face you guys again. And we'll do this on the left side. So again, level 1 yogis, hands remain parallel. We want to make sure that elbow is crossing over the thigh. Maybe lift the hips a little bit more to see if you can really get a nice lock in that twist. Level 2 yogis, come to the diagonal. Keep the hip away from the elbow. Maybe find that pillow, that block. Lift up, play. Give you a second. Don't get frustrated. So side crow is definitely one of those poses. Some people find it easier to do than crow. Some people are like, this is just impossible. And I think that I love it so much because we all have very different bodies. And so it brings so many different challenges to us. And then once you think you've mastered it, like with side crow 1, the level 1, and then you try to do 2 with the hip off of it, it's a whole other level of crazy. So I guess that's what makes the yoga practice so much fun, because you can never quite conquer it. There's always another mountain to climb, another challenge, another goal. So don't get frustrated. Enjoy the practice. Find some joy in it. Learn something new about yourself. Okay, so let's try that fallen angel transition on the other side if you want to give it a go. So we set up for that side crow, your choice, level 1, level 2. Drop our temple down to the ground. Right leg goes high. Left toes turn up. Come back down. Awesome. Super cool, guys. All right. Let's find another child's pose. That was a lot of work. I want you to reconnect with the breath here. Let go of any frustration that you might have from what just happened. It's okay to have those challenges. In fact, a big reason why we do this yoga practice is to learn how to deal with things that are a little frustrating, to acknowledge them, so we can bring that into our daily lives. So when things don't go quite the way we want them to, or the way that we planned them, that it just doesn't completely ruin our whole day. And that's kind of the fun with the arm balances, because it lets us practice that. All right, let's come to a tabletop. Spin our legs out to the side and then out in front of us. We did a lot with that core today, so I want to give you the opportunity to get in some back bends at this point. So we're going to roll all the way down to the mat. Awesome. Bring the heels in a little bit closer to the glutes. Hands are by your then inhale, I want you to lift your hips up, up, up towards the ceiling. Maybe we tuck our shoulders underneath for a little bit of extra height here, your choice. Keep lifting the hips. Maybe you even bring the hands underneath the sacrum here. If you want that extra height, your choice. Whatever you choose to do here, I want you to make sure that the knees are not coming out to the side, okay? Nice and strong through the thighs. Keep lifting up. And then exhale. Bring it down. So we're going to go up again, your choice. You can go into bridge, you can go into a wheel. You can go into any variation that you'd like to play with. Maybe even try a wheel with one leg up or a bridge with one leg up. So let's kind of walk through that together. I'm not going to cue wheel. If it's part of your practice, feel free. Inhale, we're going to come up, lift those hips. Strong through the legs, checking with those knees, tuck the shoulders underneath. And then maybe play a little bit here. Right leg goes high. Lift, lift, lift. Keep lifting through the heels or lift through the hips. Press down through the left heel. And then bring the right leg down. Exhale. And then inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bring it down, drop the hips. And we're going to find some windshields with those legs from right to left. Keep moving through this a little bit more. Awesome. All right. So you have a couple options here. I'm going to cue you for a shoulder stand if that's part of your practice. If you just want to work on legs up the wall, maybe you take a block underneath the sacrum and just kind of work on this. That's totally cool. If you would like to try that shoulder stand, we're going to lift our hips up to the sky, roll them up, take our hands behind the body. Maybe our hands stay here. Now in this pose, I want you to look up towards your toes. Don't turn your head to either side. Keep looking up at your toes. Listen to my voice. Now, as we go through this, pull the chest away from the chin away from the chest. If you feel extra confident in this pose, you can bring the hands down to the mat and then maybe drop the toes down into a plow pose. Maybe we're here, maybe we're here. It's all about your body, it's all about your practice. If we're in a plow, go ahead and bring the knees by the ears. And then roll everything forward, down towards the mat. Awesome, guys. Thanks for playing. Okay, left leg's going to stay nice and long, extended down onto the ground. I want you to take that right knee in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers over the leg, pull it in a little bit more. Take that left hand and pull the right knee across the body. Extend the right arm long to a T, and then shift your gaze over to that right hand. I'm going to leave you here for a few breaths. I want you to connect with the body here. With each exhale, you might find the body starts to release a little bit more. Keep breathing through this. And let's roll back to center. Extend the right leg long. Left leg will come in, interlacing the fingers. Pull that knee in towards the body. And then we're going to take that knee across the body over towards the right side. As we extend the left arm long, Turning our gaze towards that left hand. And let's roll back to center. We're going to take our feet together, start to bring the knees apart, out towards the sides of the mat. Hands can go up overhead, reaching for opposite wrists. And I want you to relax the lower back here. We often start to lift up here. Check in here, guys. Let it melt into the mat. Maybe close the eyes. Really slowing down the breath here. And then you have a couple of options. You can stay here, or you can extend the legs nice and long on the mat. Setting up for your final pose, your Shavasana. As we do this, let the legs be nice and wide, take up space. Let them be long. Maybe wiggle the toes. And then find some stillness in the feet as we start to work up towards the top, letting go of any tension we might have in that lower back. Letting those hips be heavy here. As we come up to the shoulders, let any tension go from the day. Hands can turn up towards the sky, the palms. Turn out to the ceiling. Maybe take the fingers, make a fist, squeeze it really tight, and then go ahead and release the fingers. Find some stillness in your hands, and then move up to the neck and the jaw. Maybe move the jaw around a little bit. Get rid of any of that tightness, any crunching that might be happening there. And then relax the jaw. Start to put all of your attention to that little space between the eyebrows. Any tension, anything that might be happening up there, just let it go. Fully relax the forehead. And then any thoughts that may be entering your head right now, let them float away. Normally we try to do this practice, our full moon practice, under the stars, under a beautiful full moon. It's a little bit harder to do right now, especially with the light leaving so quickly, and I don't have a night camera. I'm not sure anyone would want to do that kind of yoga anyway. But we can visualize the moon. We can pretend that we're there, feeling the beautiful beams come down on us, the stars above us, the breeze blowing, the quiet of the night. Fully grounded here, feeling the mat support us. Maybe the body feels a little bit lighter. And then go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe our right arm, we're using it as a pillow. Keeping our eyes closed. We'll use our left hand to help us come back up to a seated position. Something easy, crisscross applesauce. Taking our hands to our knees. Eyes are closed. We'll close our practice with the 3 deep breaths. Big inhale here. Big exhale, let it go. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more big inhale, taking in everything that you need. And big exhale, letting go of everything you don't. Bringing our hands to heart center. Rather than trying to change or control or fight the things that don't make sense to us, know that you will always win if you surrender to love. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today, guys. I really hope that you're feeling amazing after that practice. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or YogaZo. We love getting your questions. Also, don't forget to check out the YogaZo website for all of our membership options. We have so many goodies on there for you guys. And then, of course, finally, please go check out that beautiful full moon tonight. Love you guys. Miss you.